or whatsoever. I wonder why things like CS:GO are so successful. They get into games
And
so
stealing
quick.
all of our players, yeah.
I know, right? People like Slack and Rip.
Right.
Never forget.
Mr. Full on the right, well, on the bottom right map edge, playing in blue as the Chinese with a pretty good start. Finding his sheep straight away, getting those under the TC inside 30 seconds or so that's pretty good.
He was so excited that he forgot to finish the house off until now, so that's good for him.
His pocket is going to be TSC Shook. That is an annoying name. It doesn't have any vowels, but it's not capitalised like it's SHK.
That is honestly the worst. You just call him Sherlock?
Sherlock.
Sherlock here.
He's going to be called Teal. Turk's Pocket. Oh, scout fight kicking off.
I don't care what Twitch chat says, all the YouTube people say, but he should now be known as Teal. The sanity of my own language. They actually gonna start fighting? Oh, yeah. What? He backed off? Like, Caligo was gonna win that fight, I thought. Okay. I was wrong there, because, yeah.
Teal, Turk's Pocket, other pocket for that team. I am Ink. Not sure who this guy is, but he looks pretty smurfy. Yellow, Mongols. And on the far side for them, Hurley Freestyle, the well-known TC douche strategist, known for killing Viper with that amongst many other good players. I don't think he'll do that in a team game, but we can hope. He's flank Koreans, so maybe he'll trush. Maybe he will trush. He's playing the orange. Opposite him, okay, he's stealing a boar as well. Hurley stealing that boar. Easy steal. No way Purple denies that unless Hurley screws up his micro. Facing off against him's Bullet, Turk's flank. We just saw Bullet play pretty strong in the last game. Right. He'll be hoping his team doesn't disintegrate around him. Yes?
So, I'm just watching the boar steal, and he was just going straight ahead, not going zigzaggy a little bit. So the boar is... There we go! That's what happens when you don't zigzag, Harley. You're just going to lose the ball. He will pick it back up, I think.
He's palisaded all the walls on the front as well. It's like he's making wolf cages.
Does he know he has to zigzag? Because, like...
I'm sure he does. Here we go, yeah, but he's just taking a lot more damage than he necessarily needs to. Oh!
Please don't.
Just getting a bit far.
Don't lose the ball.
How many terrible scout ball lures or lames have we seen today between players who should know better? Like, we saw it so much in the Islands games earlier. You're done. Like,
I'm back from round 3.
The scout is one hit from dying.
For the love of all things, son. Did you hear me leave, by the way?
Yeah, that's why I was like, you actually are done, aren't you?
I actually am done. For a guy, like, okay, first time, whatever, like, if it goes away first time, that's a shame, but making the same mistake twice, okay, finally brings it back. That could have been such an easy, like, steal without losing any HP on that scout, but he leaks it on 3 HP. Oh, God.
Looks like Blue's trying to lame Green's lure, but nothing going to happen there. Bullet saying 11, no res.
Well, he lost the ball for starters, so... And 2 sheep on the front that he hasn't taken. What the rest of the 2 sheep? Did he lose 2 sheep on top of this? Oh, he might have done.
He doesn't have any other sheep under his TC, does he? Yeah, because Hurley went forward really early, could have got them.
Yeah, I think he did. But the thing is that Hurley hasn't picked up his 2 other sheep most likely, I'm assuming.
Nah, he stole the ball though, it's fine.
I don't know. Oh, Hurley's going to find the other 2 sheep. Alright, it's just a Mongol scout bonus. It's just crazy. Like, you just picked up all the extra sheep.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Although both teams have that because it is fully mirrored. Just finishing off the player lineups. We got Darkly Wise, otherwise known as Aurelius, especially if you were around on HD back in the day.
Back in the day, mate.
And also Aurelius on the AOC zone. He's playing in the pocket Koreans. Let's see if he can do a Richard and just destroy everyone with Koreans in the pocket in the red colour. Remy, other pocket Chinese, playing in grey. And then finally, facing off against Mr. Full, Caligo, otherwise known as the Great, or better known as Caligo. Mongol flank.
So stellar last game.
So stellar.
I'm really hoping this game he does.
Yeah, so we're going to see a stable market one camel approach.
Against a supposed Goth, which ends up being Koreans, which should be even better of a situation, but anyway, enough about that. We're on another game, so we can't bang on about it.
Yeah, so civ positions for each team. The thing that obviously stands out, Mongol pocket for the team on the right hand side of the map. The yellow player is pretty nice. Korean flank aided by a boar steel. Probably better to have him there than Korean pocket, really.
Yes.
I think advantage of civ positions probably slightly for the right hand side team. Go on.
Look at Bullet. Like he said to put all these farms down so early. I can't blame him for this, but he has to do it. Like this must feel so like not embarrassing, but at the same time just like a little bit not even humiliating, but it's just like, oh, I've got to put 8 farms down or whatever by like the 7-minute mark or something like that.
Yeah, and
that must feel so awful to do.
Still only has 250 food.
Yep.
Yellow's talking about we see a forward. Darkly Wise is going to go in forward the Mongol pocket, which if he can kind of do a coccolino and just latch himself onto Yellow will be a pretty good use.
Not like a leech or a limpet. Limpet. Everybody loves to limp.
Take Mongols out of the game whilst trading like Koreans for that Korean pocket. Could be pretty nice. Interesting map from Blue. Like, look where all these golds are. They're literally in one spot.
I was about to say that, but I got distracted by Bullet's farms. But yeah, that is. Imagine getting a castle there. Like, be the player. Yeah.
Strategy for Caligo in green. Everybody on stone. And then just send 20 vills to power build the castle.
Yep, that's all you gotta do.
GG, Blue, you're dead.
Yeah, GG, you're screwed, buddy. Like, there's no way you get that back. You'll be up to first Feudal, so he's gonna go scouts, it seems. I don't see anything else he's doing differently. Yep, stable, thank God. Wait, what?
So, game's speeding up quite a lot.
I think this is a bit of a weird build coming out from Caligo. He's 22 pop. Okay, now he's starting to do farms. Oh, he's with the horse collar. Okay, that's fair enough. But nonetheless, he's only got 3 on berries. You either have 4, sometimes 5. I think it's okay to do 5 of Mongols because, of course, especially doing no farms to begin with, because you need that food income. He's taking deer. Oh, he's taking deer. Okay, my bad.
So Blue's gonna drop an archer range in the middle of all of those golds, come forward with a spear to drive away any scouts, and Tower going up on the lumber line.
Are you at speed 50?
Yeah, I had to slow down a bit because it was going too crazy. I'm at 12, 6, 17.
Yeah.
Counter tower from Caligo goes up first, might be able to even pick a Vill, but shouldn't deny the tower. Although that said,
no way.
Spearman coming in as well. Tower, yeah. Vill down. Oh, second Vill just about survives.
I'll just go up.
But yeah.
Who won out of that, honestly? I guess the Vill went down before, so I guess Caligo kind of benefited from it, but
the economic, losing the wood line, the economic damage that's being inflicted for Caligo is pretty big at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty big. I don't think it's the end of the world currently because you can go to stragglers for a little bit and then whilst take that tower down. Oh, I don't know. I think Mr. Force Command top of that.
Yeah. Well, he's got 5 villagers running. Might need to build another lumber camp somewhere, although he should win the tower, and he's got 5 vills in the tower, so that was 10 vills idle for about a minute then, even after the tower went up. So I think better, but now we see those scouts moving in onto the archer ranges. There is a spear there and another one a little bit further away. They're not going to find those gold fields, are they?
Well, they're not going to be taking aggro to it. They're just going to stay there. Okay, unless you walk into them, then that's how you do it. But
let's see
going up that path.
Let's see what's going on with the forward on Yellow Pocket. Looks like Darkly Eyes got 1 tower up to acquire the berries. Archer range came up, and he's added archers to a forward spear and a scout. Yellow's jumped on stone, good response. He's actually getting 2nd tower up already in that area of that stone, but it's not going to protect the wood, and it's not going to stop Red from doing a tower a bit further away towards the north and still hitting all of those resources anyway. I don't really like where Yellow's 2nd tower on the stone is. Considering Red was pushing clockwise around from the top, I don't get why you put it at the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
But I guess you can just move further to the south.
that makes absolutely 0 sense. Yeah, 0 sense. Maybe he's a little bit worried about the archers getting a little bit soon. You could lose all these villas here. They're sort of getting body blocked by villages and everything else. Okay, third. That one's dead. Wait, is he missing fletching? Oh, he's missing fletching. Oh, he's a lucky man or lucky lady. Lucky lady.
Where were you looking then?
Well, I was looking at Ink Space. You know, the archers trying to pick up the vills by the woodline. Towers. Or where it was.
Oh yeah, sorry. We must have been at different times then, because it wasn't happening.
12.
I'm at like 17:10.
Oh.
I'm basically a minute and a half behind the host time.
Yeah, I was like, I slowed down because I thought, okay, I'm speeding back up now. Okay. You
confused the hell out of me here.
What are you on about? Oh, I can see what you're on about now. This bit about the Siege Workshop thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm at 17:30 now.
I'm like 1 minute 32 behind the host time and holding steady.
Oh, right. So, like, because it sped up for you naturally whilst I kept it behind. Okay. I'll wait for it to slow back down again. You keep going. I'll catch up with you.
Looks like I'm going a bit fast again. I guess just try and keep an eye on it ourselves and try and stay roughly level with the host time. Like, you know, like the spec delay.
Sometimes it just goes out of sync when like it's pause and
it's happened all the time tonight, hasn't it? Unfortunately. Blue getting basically all of his archers cleaned up here on that Oasis by Remy's pocket knights, grey knights coming from the pocket. So Mr. Fall looking quite vulnerable right now, and no surprise to see him throwing up a tower on his gold, although he doesn't really have much in the way of army. Just right there. Today's 8 though, so I wonder if he's got some at home somewhere else. Struggling to see. Some garrison in the ranges, that's what I was missing. Remy's gonna make a move on that gold. See if he decides to push it a bit or just stay away from the tower.
Looking at my bullet space right now. Well, there's 2 bills to the crossbows. But he does have a castle up though. I mean, Janissary's from. Bad thing is though, is that his castle positioning is... He had to do it, of course, very defensively because he doesn't want any map control or anything like that, but... it will keep the stone and wood safe for sure. Just the gold has got a tower, but not enough protection at this point against Bodkin crossbows from the Korean. The other issue as well is that you're against Koreans and Janissaries, which is fine because you've got the 8 range, but you know, Korean Mangonels with 8 range now, like a little bit tougher to fight against. A little bit. Oh my god. You know what I mean? Hello?
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the chat, some people, but somehow my China versus Argentina thing has still made it into the in-game scene. I didn't disable it from that. This isn't China versus Argentina. That's just on accidentally. But yeah, I was looking at the Turkish players' bullet space whilst you were saying that stuff.
Oh, right,
I was
just. Well, I'm sorry, YouTube viewers, that SMB can't set an overlay correctly, but it's okay.
Shut up.
Accent. No. Russian Players Day when Dota 2. Oh my god, this fight by Bullet, that was one of the worst taken fights I've seen in a long time. Oh, okay. He just lost everything. That teaser's gonna get denied as well. Oh man.
He really, really needed that castle to be farther forward, but like you say, there's just no map control whatsoever to actually get it up there.
Even then, like that that engagement he took there was just bad.
Just bad,
like,
yeah. But he wouldn't.
It's extra range than these crossbows. You just got to poke at them and kite them or whatever while you TC up. Yes. I don't know, but just don't walk into them when they're uphill with +2 armor, by the way. So they're pretty tanky. I actually quite like this decision for him to go +2 early because you know, of course, it pads them out a little bit more from damage, even though it is 17, but onto them. But still, like I actually like it.
Look at Hurley. Look where he's going. Top left of the map. He's going... Oh, he's changed direction at the last minute. I thought he was going to go down the cliffs and just trap himself completely. But so many archers going down. Darkly White is still in Feudal with a ton of archers and spears there. He's been kind of prowling around. He did a lot of damage to Iron Ink. kind of completely moved his economy, to be honest. Now he's doing a great job in the back of Hurley's base.
Yeah, that's a lot of archers and the captain spear on top of that.
But that was just so. Well, it would have been so disastrous for Hurley if he'd like carried on down that ravine where he couldn't have got out from the cliffs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it would have been an absolute disaster. Nonetheless, the interesting thing in this game is that Darkly Wise has done a lot this game. If you think about it, like he's put the Mongols not necessarily like massively behind, but like in a way he has. Like look at it, 38 bills.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be as Mongols like 25 minutes in this game with 38 villages. Like the Ink will be like, okay, I fought off the forward relatively well. I'm still alive in this game, but you don't want to be like in that position because look, and now Remy is on 59, doing a nice boom as well. Who's dominating this game? Like, cause yeah, Mr. Forward.
Yeah, Mongols, Yellows. He's got the TCs, I think, but he's just got no resources whatsoever, and villager count really low. He is at least going to do some good damage to Darkly Wise's army, which continues to slaughter villagers in Hurley's base. But the archers take a nice position in the niche in the forest, and that's going to leave them free to continue picking off farmers. Yeah, Darkly Wise has done a great job in this game.
Yeah, he has. And the weird thing is, as well, is that Ink scouted it. He saw the forward coming, and he sort of did okay against it, but with a map like his, do you not think he could have done a little bit better? I don't know. I'm maybe making it a bit harsh here, but...
Well, he could protect a hell of a lot with 2 towers in his base. It didn't help him that he placed that 1 tower in the wrong spot.
Oh yeah, terrible spot that was.
But the other thing is, like, he switched into that tower defense, but then took him a long time to start producing any military, so once Darkly Wise kind of had hit all he could hit, then he just went to the flank and just started destroying the flank from behind as well.
That's beneficial for Bullet because he's been pretty shut down as well for a large part of this game, but now he's going to start stabilising and getting back himself into the game.
Yeah, Bullet actually with 7 more vills than Hurley, which considering Bullet's start is shocking that it's turned out like that.
Yeah. Look at the other side though, a bit of engagement right now between
yes.
Sherlock Holmes here and
Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. Teal is getting mad at Blue, saying he's noob and are you real rated?
Mr. Fall's actually a decent player, honestly. But I've been watching him. He hasn't been bad. Like, I think he's much better in pocket than he is a flank. That's for sure. Because I think it's a lot harder playing flank than pocket, for many factors. But he's not a bad player at all. I think frustration creeping in from Teal here a little bit.
He's also got a bit of a weird map to play as well, hasn't he? With that kind of all that forward goal all in the one spot.
I think he has lost more than he didn't have to. Like, it's a fairly wardable map, if you think about it, except for the goal, which he's put 2 towers on, in fact.
Yeah, but he hasn't done any warring where his opponent's fully stonewalled now across the front, at least.
Exactly. Think about getting a castle underneath. He was on stone for the towers, and he's been off it since. Oh dear. You know what's not great, by the way, when US Mongol Pocket Ming is literally in a similar population as Caligo, who's been having an action-packed feudal age and is only just getting a 2nd TC up now.
Yeah.
It's just not good news for your team.
Was also going to say that once again Bullet is taking fights uphill against +2 crossbows, and so many have gone down. Looks like there's a fair few expos went down as well. But
I've got a pause, by the way.
Yeah, me too. Unfortunately, that pauses seem to be the source of all this desynchronization that we have. Okay, I have unpaused.
It's quick because he's actually on 3120 on the KD, but it feels like he's wasted more units.
Yeah, it looks like
there
are a lot of dead yellow crossbows just around the north of that TC. I think he took a good fight there, but as soon as Orange retreats to the hill, then he has a big advantage there.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay, Bullet, but I think positionally he's having problems.
He just doesn't need to take that extra few steps forward to the bottom of the hill, but I think his Janissaries just keep straying. It's literally like 3 tiles too far forward with the Janissaries.
And now he's doing a castle there, which... Oh god, that was so close to getting destroyed by the crossbows. Oh man, it does an instant replay. Oh my god,
I was following the spam X's that were in Hurley's base.
Christ, that was so close. God. Thing is, though, he's going to try and deny this, but then the Genetics are there to try and take him on. But he's still got the hill. Oh, God.
Dark Eyes continues to be like heavily present in Hurley's base as well. Hurley is just suffering so much at his hands.
Oh, well, so is Bullet, though. He's lost just 3-4 villagers to this castle. Right, okay. Why hasn't Bullet put a siege workshop down?
I cannot give you the answer to that.
It's like, I cannot put a logical reason behind this, because really, probably would think about it. Like, I know Genetics are really strong, but you got +2/+2 crossbows, which most likely will have some point ballistics on top of this. Yeah, he's in university now, by the way.
I don't understand from Bullet's point of view why he thinks just throwing... Like, now he's power building it, but he's lost so many vills anyway that they're just getting picked up more and more. Like, he put maybe 5 vills on it, or 6 vills on it at the start, which got whittled down and the castle barely got built. And then he sends another couple out to reinforce, and then a couple. Like, if he's gonna go for that, he needs to power build it with every vill that's in that area.
Yep.
Not just send like 6 at it, and then another 2, and then another 3, and...
Yeah, that was just bad decision making there. In a way, he's actually very far behind because he got slapped in the face and still is by Darkly Wise. Look at Darkly Wise, he's got like 20 crossbows in that Oasis denying a wood line from Hurley.
Huge fight outside Caligo's base. Hard to tell how it's going because we've got teal, grey and green all in the same spot. So it's almost a case of waiting for the dust to settle.
I think it's going actually relatively well for Remy. There's a couple of camels in there, but they're getting focused down alright.
Yeah, and Caligo's got extra crossbows reinforcing. That's gone well for Team Grey and Green.
Team Grey and Green?
Yes, says Caligo. Fast ram plus castle. You see the front of the base, those walls being deleted. Rams are going to come on through and they're going to castle drop there. Which will GG Blue because he won't have gold. If this castle goes up, which it has every chance of doing, the Rams aren't going to help. But
that was really
okay,
they
are going to come through. Yep.
Think about it, because they took a really good engagement. So it's like, well, it's go time now. This is what you should be doing, this sort of thing. Power building the crap out of it. He's sending like, he's like, I'm going to get this up no matter how much you throw at me. That is also a perfect position and the perfect way of doing it. Like,
yeah, just having Rams there as well is just amazing to avoid losing many, if any, vills, unless it's the vills are continually fired at.
That was again, Mr. Fall should really have recognised this problem, and he should have done either of two things. Got people in stone a lot earlier, even still in the feudal age, to do a castle later on, or get a mangonel out for that eventuality where your opponent's going to castle drop you. You have to be literally in a 2k score lead to even think about not bothering with this situation, because he wasn't and never was. So that's unfortunate. Off gold he is. It's going to take Teal Stone. What else have I got to do? In a way, though, you could also say that maybe Teal made a slight error there because he went quite aggressive with Mr. Four in between Remy and Great's base, which of course is defensively really good for them because they're really close by. And in that sort of situation, you're gonna get punished if you don't have such a great commanding lead, which they never did. And he's up to Imperial Age as well, so it's one of those things why did you take the fight? If you lose that fight, then that game's practically over. Unless the other side can win so quickly, which isn't looking so great because Darkly Wise and so much damage. But look at his score. He's exactly the same score as Ink, which is fine. But Hurley's completely dead, and Bullet is, on the way to Imperial Age now, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah, looking so strong for the team in the bottom left. In fact, I think, only Caligo is not on his way to the Imperial Age, but he's done the damage against his opponent, adding a second castle to solidify that area, and two siege workshops from Remy. Oh no, I love the castle's Remy's. Never mind, but it doesn't matter that Caligo is the only one not on the way to this castle age because he's half killed his opponent.
Yeah, at this point, he's just dead. This game could be over. I mean, he's going heavy camels against crossbow and a large bunch of knights. Oh yeah, heavy camels are decent, I guess, on this occasion, but they've only got +2 armor for one thing. Only until the cavalry upgrade comes through, this will be a good fight for him, but he's got to take it now, so he's just going to lose everything, I think. I think you should stick with the fight, Remy. Nope. You gonna back off? Oh, okay. Okay, the cavalry upgrade's now kicked in.
I guess with they had castles close by, they may as well just GB to the castles. There's no sense in it. Like, they don't gain anything by taking the fight on top of a couple of farms that aren't even being worked on.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, this is pretty much abandoned TC, not really adding much to it. Like, what's the point? You might as well just reset. Oh, look at this though. 2 tribes are going to take that castle out from Remy. That was a really aggressive castle, which really wasn't going to add much to it. Like if you're going to go full Chukonu, which I think he's going to do, I wouldn't be wasting castles like that, in a way.
Looks like he's going to take down at least one treb, probably, possibly. No, yeah, he gets it. Okay, vindicated.
Oh, another treb out though. He's like, oh.
Yeah, that is.
God.
Teal's castle is pretty fortuitous to hit that one that Remy's just thrown up.
That is very fortuitous. He's going to send rams out, but they're going to get taken out by the heavy camels.
Let's check the other side.
Oh yeah, what's going on the other side?
Putting in good pressure on Hurley, who continues to have a bad time. Looks like was that a castle he's trying to throw up on the gold? Yeah, and he's still going to try and build it whilst all this is going on, but they're going to lose that fight. Those Janissaries are just wrecking everything.
Oh my
Hurley, you're
God.
not getting that castle up, mate.
And once you get that critical mass, it's also elite Janissary, by the way, with +4. Actually, to be fair, elite Janissary is not that expensive to get. It's like what, 850 food and like 800 gold, something like that. Fairly heavy on gold, but not too heavy. It's not too bad like a upgrade to get. When you got +4 armor, they do just shred crossbows and anything pretty much at this point. When you got that mass, so strong.
Hurley is pulling the GG.
Yeah, GG, like, he's not into Imperial, he can't do much about this, and Yellow is... Well, he's Imperial now, but what can you do against that?
He's got Mangudai, only just got Brace, so he's got no chemistry, no bloodlines by the looks of it, no armor upgrades, no Parthian tactics.
No. You don't need bloodlines with them, of course not.
And meanwhile on the right, the Remy siege ram train is real. It's just destroying everything. No surprise to see those GGs and the resignations coming in. Teal's gonna come in and just try and do something and make it look like he, you know, I was still standing, I was still ready for the fight. Unfortunately, all my teammates died around me. It's the classic move, isn't it? Like you stay in a minute longer than everybody else just to kind of prove.
They're like, yes, like I was MVP. Even though I was doing, you know, best I could. Or this does slightly highlight in Turk Pocket a slight shortcoming when you're against something like China Pocket, because you're sort of forced into this Cavalier heavy camel route, and then like not Janissaries or whatever. Like what do you do as Turk Pocket versus China Pocket Imperial? Like what do you do against Chukonu and mass siege ram? I guess onagers, but even then that's just not going to be enough. I don't think. Like it's crazy. I guess BBT, like, oh, but then there's Pocket, like, oh. Yeah, the matchup between China and Turk is pretty interesting for the late game. China late game is so good. Well, that's why it's, of course, picked in team game tournaments, not just for the farm bonus, but I think that late game, like when people, like, do that decision between China and Spanish as, like, their fourth civ, like, it's always, like, which one do you want to value most? This is why, like, China is, like, a Pocket, because it's so strong. For that, like, Imperial, like, Chukonu, Ram, BBT. Disgusting. But, it was actually a really good team game nonetheless. Oh, Chris is going to stop. I am Chris in a minute. It was still a really good team game. Like, both sides made mistakes and made some good plays. Like, Bullet played relatively well, like, on the left-hand side, but I question his, positioning, would you call it? Like that castle bit, that was just, and earlier before then when he was trying to fight against +2 crossbows uphill. I feel sorry for Hurley because he did actually really well that game, but he couldn't do a lot because Darkly Wise played so good in that position to do the forward and did so much work. That's why I think I'd take it up in that game. Who is your MVP?
Sorry, I was thankful for your analysis whilst I was trying to fix this OBS.
Right. I can keep talking. That's fine.
I was going to also say, like, oh, should we do this or just find something else? But now Chris and Alive. We haven't seen Alive for a very long time. Have upped. Then it becomes very enticing to stay.
Well, we've got to get our midnight Black Forest on. So I mean, we do like one or two.
Do we really?
Kappa. I'm kidding. But who's your MVP? I think I guess for me, Darkly wise, because he did so much space creating for like Bullet basically to get himself back in and
I think Darkly wise MVP, but play of the game goes to Caligo for helping to win the fight on the edge of his base and then immediately saying like, let's go, we've got to go now. Yeah. Rams Castle, boom, GG, Mr. Full dead in like the space of like 90 seconds from winning the fight on the edge of the map to.
You're 100% spot on. Absolutely, player of the game was that move. Just recognising that was really good reading of the game. There, he realised the fight was won. You know, it's like, but everyone would do that. But I don't think everyone would do that. Like sometimes they're like, it's put. Especially the Mongol cards as well.
I mean, a lot of people would look at that map and think, if I castle drop my enemy there, then he's dead. But it was the urgency and the purposefulness of it, and the decision making. Like the moment they won the fight, like quick, we've got to go now. It was very, very good.
Just before they could regroup and everything, because Sherlock Holmes there was way up to Imperial, so it was quite bold though for him to do that. Like, go for that big fight when he's going up to Imperial. I know we're Eyes in the Skies. It doesn't look looks so very different to what we're looking at, but still though I'm.
Hey Milmanu, you've got some ratings higher than a couple of the players in this game. You should up.
Why not, boys? Just Titanic this game account as well. This should now be my streaming account, Milmanu, so it doesn't look so terrible until my other one gets back in shape. That's what I shall do from now on. That's all I care about now, my rating. My rating is what my life is. Without there's no purpose. You know that scene in the Matrix when Mr. Smith does like that entire in the Matrix Reloaded when he's got all his copies with him and he's just like it's purpose that connects us in that entire thing.
I remember the scene. I don't remember the dialogue.
Oh, I know. Okay, right. I guess I know some of the dialogue is kind of a bit sad. I know, but yeah, that scene's awesome. I don't know. I've just got a really spongy memory, I guess. And then other times, terrible memory.
I have, but not for films.
Yeah.
Like with me, it's quite often it's like conversations with people, so like I can freak people out because I can say like, we had this conversation and we both said this, and this, and we were doing this, and everybody's like, what? That's weird.
What? I was on the phone to my sister today in the afternoon in the supermarket. I had my headset, like my headphones on. It's got a built-in mic, so I was just talking to her, and people were just like looking at me in the supermarket, like, who the hell? So at one time I was like, what? And I said it really loud, and like 20 people around me just looked at me, and I was like, sorry. Making a public embarrassment of myself. But I didn't care. I don't care about them. People. Society.
Is there decay on the TG ladder? Because Alive KGB has 2000 1v1 and 2000 team game.
Maybe? I don't know.
It's a shame if he's really rusty and he loses that team game rating. But then again, actually, he's on a +4 streak, so he's not been that inactive.
Yeah, I don't think it matters, though. It doesn't matter about if it's about plus streak. Would it?
Yeah, but the streak indicator disappears after a certain period of time, because it's not a recent enough game. Like, when I've been inactive, I think
I'm on a +1 streak right now, so that's good.
Oh, actually, he hasn't got a game since 14th of December.
Yeah. I did say that, by the way, when I first looked at him. I was like, by the way, SME, did you know he didn't...
Well, I casted those games. Me and Tony did them, and that was one of the most entertaining streams I've done. Because, Tony was really rooting for Spring in that, and Spring was a little bit of an underdog. And then he managed to come out 3-2, I think. There were some really good games.
Apparently, I'm just looking at the news. You know that the world's biggest cruise ship apparently is just a construction site, and most of the attractions are actually just closed. What's the point of going on it? God.